one I was just looking at the other day. So when you start, like, do you start on the daily to look at your trend and find your zone?
So I have a quick look at the weekly.
Weekly, do you?
And I just sort of just to have a general look, because that's a really good big indicator of direction. So on GU, for example, if you scroll in a little bit to see the weekly, like, don't worry about all that stuff. Like, see 2013, 15, 16. Like, I'm not too worried about that. Like, see here how right at the end there, GU is making higher highs and higher lows. It's sort of creeping its way up.
Yeah.
So that for me, I'm just like, right, well, GU is currently bullish,
Yeah.
And then I just have a quick look at that, and then I go right back into the daily.
Hold on, I'm just going to write all this down just so when I'm not on a call to you.
I'm recording it, mate, so I can.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, because I'm going to send this to Wiley as well, mate. Wiley.
Yeah, sweet. That'd be good, because that was, I done it all with you last week, and I was like, fuck, that was so good, and then I forgot it all by the next day, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
How did I do all that?
Oh, mate, I don't want to be pushy, but like, this stuff is what we're doing, or like, the boys have these videos already done for us. Like, this is what we've been talking about each week.
Well, I've been thinking about it more, and I think I'm going to jump over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I'd be staying where I am now is for the education side of it. But like I said to you before, I need more of that hands-on.
Yeah.
Like breaking it down like this on a call where I can sort of speak to you and do it like that. I think that's just more beneficial.
Yeah. Well, because, like, for instance, 10 minutes before we were jumping on here, Webbo and Kingy were jumping on a Zoom together to talk about the New York Open, which is happening in the next within the next 30 minutes. So those videos, they're mad to be on. You know what I mean? So it's just us four. Like, if you were here with us, it's just us four talking about what we're doing and doing this stuff.
So that's what I mean. That's more what I need to sort of be able to like listen to you guys, and then go, righto, so why are you doing that? What are you doing that for here? Like, so I can sort of pick your brains. Whereas it's all well and good to watch it on the education, and I would like to finish them bounce back videos, like, because I haven't watched one of them in fucking at least a week. Yeah. Like, because I watched that one that you sent me, and then I just sort of been looking at the charts a little bit myself, but I just haven't had the time the last sort of start of this week.
Yep.
But I'd probably just get the bounce back videos off you once I jump over, and that way I can still watch them. But I need it like that way I'm more with you guys, and I can just get stuck into actually learning on the go.
Yeah, and learning on your own time. You know what I mean? Like, if for instance there's a Zoom of us boys jumping on, you're going to get more out of that in that hour. And then if you've got some time on the weekend or whatever, like a spare 20, 30 minutes, then you can do the bounce back,
And that's what I mean. Like, it's learning like this is more practical, and I think I get more out of it than what I do watching them videos. Like, they're good because they give you information, but it's one thing to get information, it's another to put it into practice.
Do you have any idea when you're keen to jump over?
I'll probably do it soon. There's no point sort of continuing to keep paying. I am.
Only because I haven't actually signed anyone up through this side, so I'd have to get like Webbo or someone to jump, or even Kichi or Reese to run us through it.
Oh yeah. No, that's all good. I'll give you a heads up when I'm going to do it, and I'll probably bring Luke. I dare say he'll probably jump straight over as well. Because I sort of spoke to him about it, and he's sort of said to me he'll pretty much just go off whatever I sort of recommend.
Oh, that's mad, Braz. You know what I mean? Like, then you've already got one person. You only need to find someone else.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, all right, sweet. Yeah, well, just let us know, Buzz. Like I said.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so
I need to go back and look at when my next payment's due to come out, so I can try to get it done before then.
yeah, well, that's why I kind of make sure you know, because also too, if your payment comes out, you got 7 days to get a refund, no questions asked.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's that. I forgot to say it, but I didn't want to be so pushy to you boys. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
because you get like I said, I'll help you out anyway, so it didn't really matter. But rather than you doing another month, you know, it's not really a need for it unless you want to stay.
Nah, well, that's what I mean. Even coming over, it's cheaper too.
Yeah, you just got to pay the initial first, which is it's not too bad.
$700 or $800 or something in that.
No.
Oh, you're just on the bronze, are you?
Yeah. I'm learning the trading side of things first, and then I'll look at because silver, like for instance, like silver and gold, are really good, but for me, unless you're going to be networking a little bit more, there's not really a need for it. And silver, really, the only difference between silver and bronze is you get access to, it's called the VIP chats room, which is like all the professional traders are giving out their trades. But Webbo got a silver package, and whenever a trade idea comes through, he just puts it on our group.
Yeah, rightio, sweet.
You know, so but yeah, until you want to go more in depth until you start getting a few more people up your sleeve with the networking side of things, I wouldn't go silver or gold.
Yeah.
Not for where we are. It's not needed to.
Sounds good.
Yeah, right.
So back to this. So I'm just gonna write all this shit down as we go. Just oh, you're gonna record it. Sorry.
You could do both. It's better for both. If you want to take notes.
That's all right. I'll write it down when I watch a recording back and go through it like that. So you start on the weekly and get an idea of your current trend.
Can you see that? You know what I mean? Can you see what I mean by it's bullish?
Yep.
Yeah.
So going institutional up there.
Yeah. So just you mark it. So like your
so basically
your lower
low.
Yep.
High.
Yep.
Okay.
So then I go on to the daily. So that's bullish. So because the aim of the game is to get as many time frames in the same structure, in the same direction. So if your weekly is bullish, your daily is bullish, then your 4 hours bullish, you know what I mean? And then the 1 hour is bearish, then you're looking for points of interest for it to become bullish. You know what I mean?
So you're looking for where you're getting that sort of thing to go back up.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, rightio, that makes sense. So high, low, high. So would that still be a high low?
Yeah. Yep.
Does it sort of come to the same point?
Yeah, well, you got to, because it's on the daily, right? Because it's on the daily, you got to remember in those wicks, it's kind of a bit of give or take with these sorts of things. Because Reese and Kichi were talking to us about this the other day, how they take their highs and lows off the wicks, because within the wicks is money. You know, like at some stage, money got to that point. You know, but so within the daily, because there's a lot of money within that wick on that red one. See that on the right there?
One?
Yeah, that one there.
Yep.
You kind of have to give that with a bit of grain of salt, you know, like you might have to go off the bodies of that point. You know what I mean? To make that your lower low. Because also too, you got to remember that lower low at in this moment in time doesn't really matter exactly where that bottom part is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, right.
Because
it's more just establishing your trend in this bit.
Yeah, because that lower low isn't in our range anymore.
Yeah.
You know, because in order for that to be a lower low, it has to create a higher high, which it has done. See if you there.
High. Low, higher, high.
Now, because that big long red candle and that long green candle have created a new higher high, right? See how the price has gone down to that from there down, and then it's created a new higher high.
Yep.
So that then becomes our range, the bottom of those two candles together, the red and the green. Because it's created a new higher high, that's the new lower low. So that's our range.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's why it doesn't make
to sort of there. Because I think that's what I had that there for the other day.
Yep.
So
yes.
Condensing it. So basically that there is our range.
That's our range. Perfect. Really good, mate.
So what, basically when you establish your range, it's from your last lower high to your current higher high.
Yep. So price is obviously going to follow structure, right? So it's going to go up and then come down slightly, then up and then down slightly, up and then down slightly. So
yep.
you figure out where the lower low is and the higher high, and then higher low and higher high, and then price is going to more than likely retrace within that range.
I might actually even just start again and get rid of all these drawing tools.
That's okay.
Just so looking at a bit more of a clear chart. Sweet. So that's our range there.
All right. So if you're looking at the daily, what direction is the market moving in? Bullish or bearish?
Still bullish.
Perfect. Yep. So then you drop to the 4 hour.
Fuck these ads. I need to upgrade to the proper trading view.
They got a sale on like a Black Friday sale. Has that popped up yet?
Yeah, 60% off or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
How does it work with TradingView? Is it like an annual payment or is it a monthly?
I pay monthly, and for me it's €14.
Okay.
Which for you, and that was
never looked into it.
That was at normal pricing for €14 is $23 for you per month.
Yeah, righto.
If you want to take this seriously, I need
to do it.
What's $23? You know, it's a meal.
100%.
And if you get on that deal, I don't know exactly what that deal is, the 60% off, but I mean, if that's what $10 a month.
Yeah, it's a fair bit.
Yeah. Also, too, mate, just a little quick bit of psychology. See how you've got the red candles, all right? I mean, it's up to you, but Reese just gave this little tip as well. For us as human beings, psychologically, when we see red, we don't think positive thoughts. You know what I mean? We think red for us. We've been programmed for red for us to be bad, something bad. So, if you're looking at cells or something, for instance, and you see red candles, you something in your brain triggers to make it think bad. So it's up to you. This is, like I said, it's up to you. But this is just a bit of psychology. You can change the colors of your candles. You know, like mine are blue.
I've seen that. How people have blue and black. How do you do that?
So if you double click on the candles, Yeah, so see there on the right, see the bodies, how it's got green and red, bodies, borders, and wicks.
Ah, righto.
Yeah, you change them to whatever colors you want.
This other way.
So that's why, like you see, like for instance, that John Fibonacci, one of the bounce back educators.
Yeah.
He has white and black. So that for him, it's just neutral. All of it's just neutral. You know what I mean? White and black's just neutral.
Yeah, righto. So why are they still red?
Yeah, because you didn't change the wick colors. You only changed the body colors.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so just you go see borders and wicks. You
So
just
I
go
do
change
borders
them.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, to your black and your blue.
Now I just got to remember what one was what. Sweet. Righto.
Yeah. So now you're on your 4 hour, right?
Yep.
Okay. So now what are you saying?
Still bearish. Bullish.
Yep.
And it's starting to consolidate here.
Yep. Because we're coming into New York session. So now you jump it now. So you want to try and find points of interest. All right. So you're on your daily range. You got your squares there. Yeah.
So when you say points of interest, would that be like liquidity?
No.
Or would it be institutionals?
Yeah, so you want to try and find where you believe price is going to get to before it makes a move, is your point of interest.
Yep.
All right. So if you go, so you can't really see too much here on the 4 hour. You do have something at the bottom there of your daily range, like there's an imbalance there.
Like down here.
Yeah, see that imbalance? But that's a long way away. You know, like
yeah.
that's like what almost.
Well, considering they're 4 hours.
Almost 200 pips away. So that's not, you could mark that up, but it's not necessarily where price is going to get to at the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
So drop down to your 1 hour. And then you go through the same thing. So what's it currently doing now?
Still bullish, but it's consolidating again. But you got imbalance there, don't you?
Well, that imbalance has already been captured. See on the right there how it's moved.
Okay,
it's moved
right.
up. So see now those wicks, right? See those wicks on those long wicks.
These ones.
Yeah. So
yep.
Money price has done something. Has gone to those points, right? And then see how it's reacting. How it's like you can see like it's a step up. You know what I mean? See how those three wicks, like you're on the middle one.
Yep.
So it's reacting off something. So if you go in that middle wick and you like zoom in a little bit and look. Yep. So put a square in that middle wick. Now right at the bottom of it.
Down here?
Yep. So just going to show. So, yep. So,
oh, shit.
That's all right. All right. Now, what you want to do, so drop down to, say, a 15-minute, and then you want to look to the left of that box and see what it reacted off. This is just for a bit of back testing, you know. Also, too, see that indicator down there, the volume indicator? Are you using that?
That this?
Yeah.
Nah, what is it?
That's it's an indicator for volume. If you double click on it, I think you can just delete it. No, cancel. No, click cancel. Up the top there. See how it says FX next to the time frames?
There?
Yeah, click on that. Built-ins.
Volume profile?
Yeah, click on that. Oh, no, sorry. Close that. See underneath where it says British pound USD, it's got two numbers, and then you see volume with a little I and a thingo. Yeah, click the X. Boom.
Sweet. Because I've always wondered what that is, and half the time I'm like, you can't even fucking see the candles because that's I'm like, I don't even know what it is.
All right, so you
that's
see
basically coming back to that to take that.
Yeah. Why? So see that wick. So that wick's reacted, right? So it's moved away. Okay. So you draw a horizontal line from the bottom of that wick.
The one that I've got the square on?
Yep, the bottom of that wick. Yep, boom. Okay. Now you want to go to the see how it's created lower lows. Can you see
Yep.
that on the thing? All right. So it's reacted off something off that little wick there in the 15 minutes. So if you drop down then to a 5 minute or a 1 minute and see where that wick is, okay, it's just to give you just to get you to see what it's doing. You know what I mean? So it's so it just keeps going to the left. So there's your box. All right, so you can't see too much on the 5 minutes, so you might need to drop down to the 1 minute. And this is where the bar tool comes really handy. Running out of time. How am I running out of time? I only got 2 participants. Because what you can do with the replay tool is move the replay tool back to that point, and you can see the 1 minute more clearly. As here, you're going to have to really scroll right across. So there's the box. Yeah, try and zoom in as much as you can into that little area. All right, so see there? See that tiny little candle?
That one?
Yeah, it's well, it's either that one or the one to the right of it.
So that's your institutional
The black one. So
candle
that's the
that it's
last.
reacting off.
That's the last down candle before it's broken structure. See how that next blue candle next to it has created. There's 3 little candles and 2 little black ones, then 2 big candles.
These ones?
Nah, to the left, just to the left. Now keep going left. Yep.
Oh, them.
No, go right. So see that that last little black candle before that long blue move up.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that one. So see that.
Yeah.
See those next sort of 7 candles to the right. How they've broken next to the long down candles on the left. Does that make sense? So see the down move, the really big down move on the left hand side of your screen.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. So see how that motion, that movement from that little black candle has gone above that movement to the left of it.
Yeah, righto. Yep.
Like that's a pretty tricky trade. Like I don't think many people would have got in on that, but this is what you start doing to get your eye in and doing some back testing. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
So that's the breaker structure just there. Or is it that?
No. The way you had it. Yep. That whole movement. So that whole movement up is the breaker structure.
Yep.
You know?
So your point of interest would be that open of that candle. The last up down move before the up.
Because realistically, the best time to get into this trade would have been just to the right of there. See that little black candle on the right of that line?
Over here.
Yeah, see that there? That would have been the gun entry.
Because that's where it's gone through, come back, retested, and then gone.
Yeah, so it's broken structure, and then it's broken structure, and like I mean, it's a bit tricky because there's a little bit of imbalance right at the bottom there of that big black candle and the blue ones down the bottom left, but it's broken structure, right? And then it's come back to fill in that imbalance fully. It's tapped into that little candle and then it's taken off.
Yep.
Can you see that?
Yep.
And that's all. This is a little bit of it's not a clean trade. You know what I mean? Like that would be difficult to see that it was going to take off from there because you've got that imbalance down the bottom. You would probably assume, or I would assume, for instance, it would come down to that bottom left. That if you move your arrow to the bottom left, down left, yeah, I would assume it would come down to there to fill that imbalance, but it hasn't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm following that.
So
that would be. So with that, is the open of that on your down candle, is the open of that the bottom or the top?
the bottom of that candle.
Bottom.
Yeah.
Righto.
No, the top. Sorry, because that's a down candle. Yeah, the top of it.
Yeah.
So the candle opens and closes is if you look to the candle of the left of that one. So that blue candle is your up candle. See where it closes?
So open, close.
Yeah, and then exactly
Open,
straight to the right.
Close.
Boom. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you notice on all the other candles next to it, they all match up the top. And if they don't, that's where imbalance and gaps occur.
Yeah, righto.
All right. So if you go back to the 1 minute, the 1 hour. No, it's not so bloody.
Find where we are.
No, you're to the right. You go on left. Yeah, there you go. So that's kind of a good little indicator for you to practice back testing, is just to see where things reacted from.
Yeah.
Because
and so basically you would have picked that out because that's the one before this last down move. Is that right?
The which one? Sorry. Oh, for me, no. That's just to show you.
Okay.
So for me, what I would do is see where price is right now.
Yep.
So for me, that little movement in that box there, okay, with those 3 weeks, you've got a higher high, then it drops down to it actually breaks structure.
Here.
No, it doesn't. Sorry. Yes, it does.
Is that what you're looking at? This here?
Yeah, no, that hasn't broken structure. That's actually following structure still at this point in time.
Yeah.
Because it's come down.
Lower high. So you're not getting higher highs, but as opposed to that.
That's true. So that's a lower high. It's come down and it's failed to create a lower low, right? And then it's created a higher high. So for me, that's bullish. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I wonder if I can.
So, but you're sort of not really getting, like even bullish, it's not creating a lower low, but then bearish, it's not creating a higher high.
Yeah, so you need to go off, right, the common denominator. So for us, we have a lower low after those two really long black candles. Right? Yep. We have a lower low. Okay, that's broken structure. All right. Because obviously it's broken underneath those candles to the left. Of that really, they see that second really long black candle. See in the middle of it, just to the left.
This one.
Yeah, see that long black candle? See in the middle of it, just to the left? That group of candles there? Yeah, that would be your lower low. Oh, your higher low. Because then it's come down and it's gone up. Yeah, see that?
Yeah, so you broke structure there.
So then it's broken structure, but then it's come up again. Okay.
So that then becomes a lower high.
A lower high, but then it's come down and failed
to make a lower. Yeah.
So if you're going just purely, all right, from the bottom of those two black candles, all right, those two long black candles, that is
these ones.
Yeah, that's essentially your start point. So from there, all right, you go up, you created a higher high.
Lower high.
Yep, down, higher low, because obviously it's higher than that starting point, and then it's created a higher high. Does that make sense?
So basically, that's broke structure. Mm-hmm. And then is this bearish or bullish? Because I would have said that's bullish.
Yeah, bullish. It is bullish. Until where price is now, until price breaks below that lower low. But for me, it's still bullish.
Okay. So that move there was bearish, but then it's broken it and gone back.
Because
that didn't make a lower low.
Yep.
So now we're bullish again.
Yep.
Yep, sweet.
No. what you're looking at right now is not the cleanest of structures. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we need to try and figure out things, and it's just you just got to try and make it as simple as you can.
So in terms of like going back to that video you sent me, that Matthew, so he was talking about structure where it's coming up. You got your high. So it's broken structure, which is your point here. Gone above, come back, basically retested, and then gone. Is that what he was sort of saying?
No, because what he's saying